There we go. Now that's not twisting. Sweet. We've got this side adjusted, and before I throw the tire back on, I'm going to go over and do the same thing on the other side, and then when I come back, I'll basically be putting the tires on and putting this thing back on the ground, because the next thing, I'll be replacing the brake booster, because these brakes are actually fine. There's nothing leaking out of here. All of these braided lines are doing fine. I'm going to go ahead, do the other side, and then we'll put this baby back on the ground. All right, we have the wheels back on and the car now back down on the ground. I did take and do about 5 turns to bring the car up a little bit, so we'll be messing with that a little bit more. But now we have the bolts to take off and this bad boy to install. Now, I have looked at a couple of different installation techniques, and I've looked at the BMW manual for installing this. And the BMW manual says that you need to crack all these hydraulic lines, you need to basically move the ABS system, which is called something else, but it's basically an ABS system, remove all that out of the way and to get this out. What I have found in some research is that I've already got this stuff off, which needed to be out of the way. I should be able to actually empty the reservoir here, then take the bolts off of there and slide this baby out without having to break loose any of these brake lines. Right here, behind this foil here, there's a little spot here where the lines, I think I'm gonna have to bend out to just move this out of the way to be able to get this complex system out of the way to be able to get this out. So we're gonna try it that way, because if I don't have to re-bleed the entire brake system, that would be choice. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that, and then hopefully we'll have brakes when we're done. Plus we'll install all the new intake parts as well. So this is going to be great. I took the cover here off, just made a little bit of headway. I got the bolts, I got this kind of unbolted, but one of the first steps you want to do is you want to like suck all the reservoir fluid out of here, and I hadn't done that yet, so I'm to that point. But like I said, I got the bolt loosened on the ABS unit. I can move that out of the way. I've got this moved out, so I'll bring you over here in a second. After I suck out this brake fluid out of this reservoir, I'm going to give you guys a closer look of what I was talking about, because there's only the one bolt area down here that actually holds this whole unit in place, so you're able to actually unbolt it and move it. The 2 lines that actually attach to the brake master cylinder itself on the other side are actually, they both move. So that's really nice. So all of this looks like it should be able to move back up out of the way to allow me to get this out. So a lot of the stuff is now out of the way. I got the cover off so I can manipulate all of this area to be able to get that out. Gonna throw it back on the camera so we can monitor the rest of this work.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I...
All right, awesome. As you can see here, I got this piece out. So this piece just pulls up and out. So this is a manual car, so I did have to pull the reservoir line off for the clutch. So I'll basically be filling this back up and make sure I don't have any air in that line. Not gonna press the clutch or anything until we get all the fluid back up and no air here. So that shouldn't have to bleed. But I can definitely see in here that this has definitely got some problems. So this bad boy's probably been leaking for a bit. So I'm happy that we're replacing it.
Try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Okay, I have got this bolt here, and there's another bolt up there, and there is a third bolt that is right up here. And if you take that one off, it will allow you to adjust or move this brake pedal to be able to easierly line up those back two ones whenever I pull it out. So I have this clip here to pull out, and then I will be popping that rod off of there, and out comes a brake booster. Lift this up. So now that I got the brake booster out, you can kind of see that there's definitely some usage in there, and it's not looking too happy. So no like physical, like real big sign right off the bat that this bad boy's not working right, but there's some telltale signs, some rust and stuff all over the place. So it was definitely more than likely time for this bad boy to go. So let's get the other one installed. New to us brake booster is in, old brake booster is out. Look along here. You can actually see how it was kind of rusting out. I think this one was just had enough, so it wasn't doing what it needed to do anymore. So we got everything in, and then we're basically going to be firing it up and seeing if we have brakes. This time I got the car back running, and she is idling perfectly. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the idle change. And it's the moment of truth to actually see what happens when I press the brake pedal. Oh boy. That's a lot different. That's a lot different. Before it was trying to die. I feel like I have brakes. I actually feel like I have brakes.